What's up, YouTube? It's your host, Quillysantana, and you watching the Brains of Sports. Welcome, YouTube. I'm your host, Quillysantana, and we're back with another episode of the Brains of Sports. Clipper Nation! Yeah! Going back to into a 1-1, man. To be back to Inglewood. We had to do our Nuggets versus Clippers reaction, game 2 and game 1. I didn't make a video for that game 1 either. So first off, I just want to start by saying, as a Kawhi Leonard stan, as the biggest Kawhi Leonard fan, bro, as one of the biggest Kawhi Leonard defenders over these past few years, that it brings tears to my eyes, bro. Like, it's just, man, it's no better feeling. Like, this one of the best feelings ever. Just being able to see Kawhi actually get back on the court healthy, especially for the playoff time, be dominant, be that player that I've been defending and saying that he was, and everybody know he is, but they be flogged in front of they move, acting like they don't know what's going on. Like, it's just one of the best feelings, man. Just seeing my favorite player, because a lot of other guys, they get to see they like Steph fans and Bron fans. Those guys, they ain't had those major injuries, ACL, and then people be lying saying he quit on his team, he not good anymore, and he need to retire. He's stealing money and doing a lot of lying, acting like Kawhi just don't play. Like, just sitting there acting like he didn't play 68 games last year. You got people out here saying he didn't play in 3 years, and he played 68 games last year and was second team all defense. Imagine that. He played 52 games the year before that. Imagine last year, he came off a torn meniscus. Because in 2021, let's go back. 2021, he tore his ACL game 4, round 2 of the playoffs. Missed the whole 22 season with a torn ACL, the same injury that used to take players' career, like in players' careers. He came back in 2023. He missed the whole 22 season. In 23, came back, played 50 games, started 50, and he played 52 actually. He didn't make All NBA because I think of the game, the game stuff, the rules changed. I think he would have been 13 All NBA. Then tears his meniscus in game 1 of the playoffs when he dropped 38 on KD and the Suns. And then on the torn meniscus, played game 2. And then he couldn't play anymore. But he quit on his team, even though he played on a torn meniscus and dropped 31 points. The media make up any narrative to just say stuff. People will just lie and lie. And then he had to get surgery. He didn't get the other surgery and the cleanup that he was supposed to get because he didn't want his rehab to be that long, because he wanted to play next year. He wanted to be ready for the start of the season. And then he played 68 games. And then because he didn't get the extra surgery and the cleanup, his knee flamed up on him. And he couldn't go anymore after 68 games, and he was second team All NBA. Let's switch over. Let's switch over for the people that think I'm lying. I already got it pulled up, because you know a lot of people, you got to show people the facts and the proof, because people like to lie. This is last season when he played 68 games. This is him being first team All NBA, Kawhi Leonard, LA Clippers. If I click over here on ESPN, this is last season, 68 games. 50 games, 52 games played the year prior. And then this was 2021, where he was first team All NBA. Come down, this was 23, where he missed. He didn't play enough games. That's when they first implemented it right here. This one he missed the whole year for his ACL, and then 2021 he was first team All NBA. Top 5 player in the league, first team All NBA. So when people make up so many lies, you just can't believe the media. I don't like listening to none of the media. The media just put out the narratives and they cover who they want, when they want. They don't even cover Giannis anymore. Giannis for like the 10 games of the season was averaging like a 30-point triple-double. He was doing the same thing Jokic doing. When Dame went out and he got to play point center, and him and the Bucks went like 8-0 and they had that comeback against Milwaukee, all that. Him and Kevin Porter Jr. had the chemistry going. They didn't cover none of that. They didn't cover Giannis doing none of that. None. Because they would have been like, oh snap, is somebody else doing what Jokic doing? Their golden boy? They was never going to cover nothing like that. Even though Giannis is a 2-time MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year, covering something like that, that's not up their alley. They're not going to do nothing like that. So let's get into this game. Game 1 and 2. Game 1, Clippers lose overtime, 112-110, I believe. Harden had like 32. Kawhi went 9 for 15 He went 9 for 15, scored 22, had 7 turnovers. Norman Powell didn't really get going. Zubac played very well. I feel like the Clippers blew that game. I feel like they should have won that game. They blew that game. Russ hitting that 3, you have to just live with that. Like, you have to live with Russell Westbrook, a 30% 3-point shooter, shooting a 3. I was watching it and I didn't think he should have been that wide open. But it's like, you basically gotta live and die, because the Nuggets were willing to live and die with that shot from Russ. Like, Jokic just spunts. He just swung it to him and he was willing to live and die with that. So, Kawhi, I don't know. He looked at like how Harden looked in game 2. Like, they were just fatigued from that altitude and, just very sluggish. But I think they shot themselves in the foot that game 1. The series should be 2-0. And I said this in my preview of this series, that the only way the Nuggets really can beat the Clippers in the whole series is if the Clippers continuously shoot themselves in the foot. Like, if they don't jeopardize they don't get in their own way, and there's no way Denver can beat the Clippers. There's no way. Just because if you watch this, it's been 2 games. You watched the first 2 games. It's evident and clear. No one can guard Kawhi Leonard. We already know he's the ultimate playoff riser. Well, I know that. I guess some of you guys forgot, but I never forgot it, because he's a top 5 player in the NBA. Still, I don't care what nobody talking about. So, no one can guard Kawhi. No one can do anything to bother Kawhi. Nothing. The Nuggets defense, like I said, what I'm gonna say is this: it's better than what I thought it was gonna be, because they've given more effort. And when even if you have a team full of bad defenders, or like if you give effort, it can make up for a lot of things. Because especially when your offense is elite, you're making those guys work on defense. So even though they're good, they still have to work and then come down to score. It's the same thing. But if you give effort, you can make up for a lot of things. Getting over screens and just jumping the lane and just not being lazy to close out the shooters, and you can just make guys, and then you just let them make mistakes. Just give effort, and then if they end up making mistakes, which they did in game 1, the Clippers did with 20 turnovers, then it's gonna change. That's why the series has been so close, because they're just giving way more effort than they were through the regular season, and pretty much through the first quarter of game 1. Ever since then, they picked the effort up, especially in that second half. And when the Clippers got all willy-nilly with their turnovers, this has been an entirely different team. I mean, defensive team, but it's still clear that they can't guard anybody. It's very still clear, like, they can't guard Harden at all. There's no point of attack defense. There's no screen navigators. There's nothing they can do about that. Closing out the shooters. Norman Powell just ain't made shots like that he normally make. But that it's going to happen when you're on the road, because everybody, like, the Clippers bench is better, but they haven't been better. Like, Bogey hasn't made a shot all series, but everybody knows that role players play better on the road. So, I mean, at home than they do on the road. And that's why I said people don't know how the playoffs work. Like, when the playoffs come, those are two, like, the regular season and the playoffs are 2 totally different games. Like, You're supposed to win at home, and then that's what the whole purpose of home court advantage is. If you win at home, that means you win all 4 of your home games. Even if you lose the 3 on the road, you're gonna win the series if you just protect home court. So no matter if we don't win on the road or not, that's why you got to steal 1 or end up stealing 2. So game 1 really, it showed you like, okay, the Nuggets could play defense and they could do this and they can do that. But game 2 really showed me like why I really could see the Clippers win this series, because I feel like they should have won game 1. Game 2, Denver still could have won. And I think game 2, Denver threw. To be honest, I think game 2, Denver blew this game. I think they blew this game. Just like I feel like the Clippers blew game 1, I think Denver blew game 2. And the reason I feel like that is because Michael Porter Jr. gave you nothing in game 1 and got benched for Russell Westbrook. And didn't play like the last 2 quarters, including overtime. Well, yeah, basically including overtime. He didn't play overtime or like the 4th for real. And he got benched for Russell Westbrook. You got 15 rebounds and 15 points from Michael Porter Jr. You got three threes. You got Russ. He shot 50%. He went 3 from 6 from the 3-point line. How many more times are we going to get Russ to shoot 50% from the 3-point line? Russ has made more threes than Bogey and Norm Powell. Norm Powell and Bogey combined made 4, which Norm has made all 4. And Russell has made 5 threes. So you blow a game where Russ shoots 50% from the 3-point line and Michael Porter Jr. shoots 50% from the 3-point line. Y'all shoot 43% as a team. And Michael Porter Jr. also has 15 rebounds. They made 1 more 3 than the Clippers, but the Clippers shot 2 more, so they shot 38%. The Nuggets shot 43%. Kawhi just was unbelievable in this game. Like, that's the main reason they really won. It's just Kawhi was just in form that we know he can be. Like, Kawhi was just being playoff Kawhi that we really know he can be. Like, I'm just still in shock, man. My GOAT, man. Look at Kawhi, man. So inspirational. Like, my GOAT was just on a different type of time tonight. Like, at one point in the game, he was shooting 105.6 true shooting tonight. Like, at one point, he was shooting like 92% from the field, like with 1 missed shot. That's insane. Do y'all not know how insane this is on all jump shots? This is why I say Kawhi is different. Like, you can't compare too many guys to Kawhi. I always say Kawhi top 5 as long as he's healthy. When Kawhi plays, no doubt there's a lot of guys I'm taking over him, because being able last night to shoot 80%, even on a lot of guys' hottest nights, they're not shooting 80% in a playoff environment where they're the number 1 option. 80% on all jump shots. And he went 15 for 19. I think he missed a layup. If I'm not mistaken, I think he missed a layup. I think he was like 18 or like 14, 17 or something like that. I think he was like 2 layups or something like that. 14 and 17 on all jump shots. Like, he ended the game on 80% shooting all jump shots for the most part. All jumpers. He was 9-10 at halftime, 21 points. He just was amazing. Norm Powell was big down the stretch. They've been clowning Norm on Twitter. Clipper Twitter been treating Norm. I was treating Norm all last night, but he came through when it mattered most. He had a cut like 3-4 key baskets down the stretch in the 4th quarter. Chris Dunn. A lot of people keep saying bench Chris Dunn, but I just can't see the reason why we bench Chris Dunn. Like, Chris Dunn just so elite. He is, I keep saying he's a top 5. Been saying this, he's a top 5 perimeter defender in the NBA right now. The havoc he caused, that's why I said on ball, I say this in my preview, on ball, Chris Dunn is like elite. But off the ball, Chris Dunn is fantastic. I'm talking about phenomenal off the ball. Off the ball, he made so many plays last night. So many plays he disrupted. So many of them turnovers that Jokic had. Jokic had 7 turnovers. Chris Dunn caused plenty of those turnovers. Last night. And he just everywhere. He's making it tough for Jamal Murray. He's making it tough for guys trying to pass across the court, just doing anything. Chris Dunn's there. Batum probably been the best role player in the series. Knocked down a few key threes. Batum knocked down a few key threes. Murray played decently, had 23. But Jokic just didn't play good last night. Like, Jokic was the reason they lost this game. It's like I feel like the reason the Clippers lost was I thought it was due to turnovers in game one, but my second reason would be Kawhi just wasn't aggressive enough. Jokic is the reason why the Nuggets lost this game. And that's why I tell people you have to watch the NBA. If you don't love the NBA and you don't really watch the NBA, don't be trying to be talking like you know what you're talking about, because you don't see what's going on if you're not watching the games. Like, if you just box score watching, you just do this like I'm doing, looking at the box score. Okay, Jokic had 26 points, 10 assists, 12 rebounds, 3 steals. Oh my God, it's the MVP. Oh my God. But if you watch the game, you will see the 7 turnovers. You will see missed free throws. He missed 4 free throws. I think he went 4 from 8 from the free throw line. You will see the missed free throws. You will see where he had the bad shot attempt. It was basically a missed shot, but it was like a turnover because they got an offensive rebound, and then Jokic got it and like turned and dribbled and then like threw it up at the rim, and then the Clippers got the rebound. He just ran down the court like he knew it was like a boneheaded move because he thought the shot clock was winding down. Like, he didn't pay attention. He didn't know what the shot clock was. What was on the shot clock? It was a bad play. You'll see a lot of just missed shots and you will see a lot of things that you're not going to see on the highlights, or you're not going to see it obviously in the box score. So that's why you have to watch the game. You will see him just getting attacked over in defense. Like, people think steals mean, yep. He was just like, man, he was playing great defense. That's not what that means. You can get steals, but you can see him getting attacked in space. You can see him trying to attack closeouts and getting blown by. That's the type of stuff you can see that you can't see if you're not watching the game. And this brings me to my point of what I said in my preview of, I think that this series is going to be very hard on Jokic because they don't have no defensive personnel. So when they need a defensive little spark, they're bringing in Russell Westbrook. That's their defensive personnel rotation. Like, they're going to try to bring in Peyton Watson and bring in Russ. But mainly they're going to try to bring in Russ when they need a defensive spark or some help. And bringing in Russ. But they don't have no personnel. Their bench, they're not even like 9 or even 8 deep. They're like 6 deep. They're going to starters and Russ. Everybody else is playing little to no minutes. Like, none. And I just don't see how you can win like that. I think Jokic played 43 minutes. Jamal Murray played 42 minutes. Peyton Watson played 14. DeAndre Jordan played 5. Pickett played 7. But I just don't see how you can win with those guys having to play that many minutes. Like, Jokic or Murray didn't sit in the fourth quarter. Like, after halftime, they were in the game the whole time. I think Murray sat down, but I don't think Jokic even sat in the third or the fourth. Like, they just stayed on the court. And that was the difference in this game between Jokic and Kawhi was the middle of the third, Ty Lue pulled Kawhi, even though Kawhi was red hot. They pulled Kawhi and gave Kawhi that like 6 to 5 minute rest through the whole third quarter, through timeouts, the Norman Powell, Jamal Murray stuff. I don't know how Murray didn't get a tech. How you start something like that, which escalates to that, and you don't get a tech, but you get to, like, I don't understand. That's neither here nor there. But once Kawhi came and James Harden was able to keep that offensive flow, they even went up by like 7, but Denver closed that gap. But they were able to like stay afloat and really be in the game. And then once Kawhi got the best player back on the floor, they were straight after that. Like, Kawhi just kept doing what he was doing, and you could see Jokic he just didn't have a lot. Like, I feel like Kawhi was way fresh, like, especially at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Like, towards the end, he was getting he was fatigued. Like, at the end of the game, you see him bent over, breathing heavy, stuff like that. But a lot of that quarter, he was just way fresher than, like, Murray and Jokic. Like, he was way fresher than them because he was able to sit on the bench. the Nuggets are having a 20-point swing with Jokic on and off the court. Like they showed, like their offense is a 120 with him on the court and it's a 102 with him off. Like literally, they can't sit Jokic. It reminds me of like LeBron on the Cavs. They can't sit Jokic at all. And I said that I feel like over a course of a series, it's going to wear him down because the offensive load that he's carrying on offense is too much. It's too much. It's just too much for them. For him, it's because he's not getting enough help, and that's why I said I feel like they blew this game because you get 3 threes out of Russ. You got 14 out of Russ. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 threes out of Russ. You got 15 out of MPJ, which you didn't get. You got 15 rebounds also out of MPJ. Murray had, I'm pretty sure he had a better game than he had last in game 1. But you get better games from basically your team, but you have 20 turnovers. I said that about the Clippers too. You can't win it. You can't not win a game in the playoffs with 20 turnovers. You turn the ball over too much, you're gonna lose. It don't matter what nobody does. You turn the ball over too much, y'all are going to lose. It's simple as that. If your best player has them, like the same thing happened with Kawhi. Kawhi was 9-15. Kawhi just didn't shoot enough, but he was very efficient. Like throughout these first 2 games, he's averaging 30 on 70s, like 60, 80, 90, some splits, something like that. Like he's shooting 70% from the field, but he had 7 turnovers, which he caused those 20 turnovers they had in game 1, which why they lost. So if you turn the ball over too much, you're going to lose. This is the playoffs. The playoffs is a different game. So yeah, but Jokic having to guard pick and roll, he has to come to the level. Then he have to get back. He had to get back on Zubac. Then he had to rotate to a shooter. Now he got to rotate over here, help Kawhi. Now he got a defensive rebound. Now he got an offensive rebound. He got a fight with Zubac. Now he might go to the post. He got a bang with Zubac. Zubac might get it in the post. Now Zubac might catch it right there at the free throw line floater. Zubac might catch it down low, like on somebody just dumping it off to him. Now this game where they did better by getting Norman Powell in better spots. Norman just didn't make these opportunities. Capitalize on these opportunities, but getting on the weak side of the court, weak side of the floor, running in the dribble handoff Chicago action to Norman Powell on the weak side. That was putting Jokic in more defensive in defensive responsibilities, giving him more defensive responsibilities. Even Kawhi running pick and roll, and then they can't take him out. So like, even whoever come in, like if it's Bogey and Ben running pick and roll, if it's Kawhi and Ben running like Batum, like whoever there, he's guarding. He's getting put in pick and roll, and then he has to do all. And then, like I said, the offensive load. He bringing the ball to the court. He doing dribble handoffs. He's receiving the dribble handoffs. He's getting down screens. He got to run. He run around screens, and they're trying to find advantages on the perimeter because he doesn't really want to go to the post. And when he goes to the post, him banging with Zoo, even if he does convert, it's taking a lot more energy. That's the difference. Why I said with Zoo than like Rudy Gobert. Rudy's 7 feet, but he don't got no bricks in his back pocket. You know what I'm saying? He ain't strong. He don't got no weight. A lot of people think Jokic is out of shape. He's definitely in shape condition wise. He's not like jacked, ripped, but he's definitely strong. So he's not used to him. He used to 2 shoulders. If I give you 2 shoulders, if I do 2 dribbles, bam, bam, I'm used to being able to just go up, sky hook like money. He got excellent touch. It's money, but he not used to having to hit guys 4 times and you barely moving. I gotta hit you another 5, and the 5th time I gotta hit you and go up quick because you might block it. And he not used to doing all that. And then Rudy, ain't nobody giving Rudy in the post or nothing like that. But they giving it to like Zoo, and Zoo hitting him twice and going up and getting off as a rebound and dunking it and all that type of stuff. They not used to guarding guys that really can do that on making him work on both ends of the court. Not saying that they gonna like Zoo gonna stop him or Zoo gonna outplay him or nothing like that. It's just like I said, him using more energy is making him work more. Then they're putting him more in our actions is making him work, and it's wearing him down. So me personally, I feel like the Clippers gonna take both home games because everybody know your role players play better at home. You have got nothing from Bogey this series, and that's not going to continue. Norm's going to make a few more shots. the Nuggets just have no defensive personnel, and the Clippers have the way better defensive personnel. And I think this series, a lot of people think this series is going 7. I don't see it going 7. Just because I feel like as long as the Clippers don't shoot themselves in the foot, they going to always have the advantage over Denver. They going to always have the advantage over Denver. And I think they going to win these next two games. Y'all know I got Clippers at 5. So they might win at 6. So we going to see. But yeah, man. That's going to be all for this video, man. That's my reaction to these first 2 games of this Clipper Nuggets series. I do think this is the best series. This has been the best series for sure so far. We're going to see what that Rockets Warriors game 2 look like. The Lakers play tonight. I like Indiana and Bucks, Knicks, Pistons. But that's going to be all for this video, man. Stay tuned, man. Subscribe, like, comment, share. You know what I'm saying? Just turn them notifications on next time I drop so you can get the best content. We talk real sports. We actually watch the sport. We don't just be watching highlights. We really know what's going on, man. So it's been good, man. Quillysantana out.